Welcome to Math Contest Drills for Filipino Kids. This time, let us show the solutions to the 2019 MMC Elimination Round for Grade 10. The questions are original, no copyright infringement intended for this one. This is to show our own solutions to the question for the benefit of our mathletes and for those who would like to improve their mathematical skills. Let us begin. Question number 1. What is the distance between -1 and 1/6 and -3/4 on the number line? The distance between 2 points on the number line is given by the formula d is equal to the absolute value of x of 1 minus x of 2, or absolute value of x of 2 minus x of 1. So let us substitute the given points. We have absolute value of -3/4 minus -7/6. -1 and 1/6 is changed to improper fraction, -7/6. So we have -3/4 plus 7/6, that is equal to 10/24. Therefore, the final answer, 5/12. Question number 2. In a class, the ratio of the number of girls to boys is 5:4. If only 15 more girls had enrolled in the class, the ratio would have been 25:8. How many students are in the class? Let x be the scale factor in the given ratio. So we have the equation 5x plus 15 over 4x. Initially, it's 5x to 4x. But the problem says if only 15 more girls had enrolled, so we add 15 to the girls. That will be 5x plus 15 to 4x. The ratio would have been 25:8. So we have this equation, 5x plus 15 over 4x equals 25/8. So when you have single fraction on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the equation, you can simply cross-multiply. Or we say we multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD, or the least common multiples of the denominator. So we'll have 8 times 5x plus 15 equals 25 times 4x. By distributive property, we have 8 times 5x, that will be 40x, and 8 times 15, that will be 120, equals 25 times 4x, 100x. Then add -40x to both sides, we will have 60x equals 120. Divide both sides by 60, we get x equals 2. Now, since the scale factor is 2, originally the ratio is 5:4. So we have 5 times 2 plus 4 times 2, that is 10 plus 8. The answer is 18. Next, number 3. Twice a certain number is the average of 7/8 and 1 3/4. What is the number? So let x be that number. We'll have our equation twice that number. So we have 2x is equal to the average 7/8 plus 7/4. 7/4 is the improper fraction conversion of 1 3/4. Over 2, because we're getting the average. So we multiply both sides by 2, we get 4x is equal to 7/8 plus 14/8. 14/8 is 7/4 when the denominator is changed to 8. That will be 8 divided by 4, 2 times 7. The numerator becomes 14. Next, we multiply all terms of this equation by 8. So we have 32x equals 21, that is 7 plus 14. Divide both sides by 32, we have 21 over 32, and that is our answer. Question number 4. If point 15a equals point 33b, what is x in the proportion a to bx equals 11 to 10? Let us begin with the first equation. Point 15a equals point 33b. So we divide both sides by b, and then also divide both sides by point 15. We'll get a over b equals 0.33 over 0.15. Let us simplify the complex fraction on the right hand side of the equation. That will be 11 over 5. Next, we go to the proportion. A to bx equals 11 to 10. This means that a over bx equals 11 over 10. And a over bx is equal to a over b times 1 over x. So we change a over b by its equivalent, 11 over 5. That will be 11 over 5 times 1 over x equals 11 over 10. Then we have 1 over x is equal to 11 over 10 times 5 over 11. Multiplying both sides by 5 over 11. So 1 over x is equal to 5 over 10. In the multiplication, we cancel 11. 11 over 11 equals 1. Then we get the reciprocal of this. That will be x equals 10 over 5. So the final answer is 2. Next, question number 5. Chris drives from city A to city B on an expressway. After driving for 2.5 hours, Chris saw a sign that reads City A 225 kilometers, City B 198 kilometers. Continuing at the same constant speed, what is his total travel time from City A to City B? Remember, in our science class, we have this triangle formula for distance. When distance is missing, we have speed times time. When the speed is missing, we have distance over time. And when time is missing, we have d over s, or distance divided by the speed. Let us utilize this formula in solving the problem. We start with Chris's speed from city A after 2.5 hours. That's 2.5 hours. So S is equal to the distance, 225 kilometers, because from where Chris is, he saw the sign that city A is 225 kilometers from there, divided by the time, 2.5 hours, or 2.5. So Chris' speed is 90 kilometers per hour. Now let's go to the time Chris need to reach city B from where he saw the sign. So if we're looking for time, that is distance over speed. Going to city B, Chris needs to travel 198 kilometers more. And the speed, or the constant speed that he maintained, is 90 kilometers per hour. So that will be 2.2 hours. Then we're looking for the total travel time. That will be 2.5 plus 2.2 hours. So the answer is 4.7 hours. Next, question number 6. A cylindrical bottle with radius 15 centimeters is half filled with water. A circular stone is dropped inside the bottle, completely submerging into the water. And the water level rises by 2.5 centimeters without spilling over. What is the radius of the stone? Many students could have found this problem a little difficult because of this word, a circular stone. So the problem might be referring to a spherical stone, so that we can solve the problem. So let us assume the problem means spherical stone. Then the volume of the spherical stone will be 4/3 pi r cubed. The change in volume of the water inside the bottle is pi r squared h. So the radius is 15. The height is 2.5 centimeters. That's 5/2. We multiply it by pi. Pi r squared h. According to Archimedes' experiment, the volume of the stone must be equal to the volume of the water that will be displaced. So we equate 4/3 pi r cubed is equal to 15 squared is 225 times 5, 1125 over 2 pi. Pi cancels, dividing both sides by pi. And then multiply both sides by 3/4, we get r cubed is equal to 1125 over 2 times 3/4, and that is r cubed is equal to 3375 over 8. We get the cube root of both sides. R is equal to 15 over 2. So the radius of the stone is 7.5 centimeters. Next, number 7. Let A be the set with elements from 0 to 10, and B is the set of all x such that x is a prime number less than 20. What is A intersection B? Let us have the listing method or complete listing method for both sets. Set A is the set with elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set B with the elements 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. These are the prime numbers less than 20. So it will be easy to get the intersection A and B. The intersection means the common elements to both set, that is 2, 3, 5, and 7. Next question. Number 8. Using sets A and B in the previous item, what is the cardinality of A minus B union B minus A? Let us solve first A minus B. From A, we take those elements common with B. So what is left with A is 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and that is set A minus B. How about set B minus A? So we take away from B all the elements common to A. What remains are the elements 11, 13, 17, 19. Hence, the union of these two sets is the set with elements 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 17, 19. The cardinality of a set is the number of elements in that set. Therefore, we count the number of elements, and that is 11. Question number 9. Solve for x in x minus 1 minus 2 times the quantity x minus 2 plus 3 times the quantity x minus 3 minus 4 times the quantity x minus 4 plus until negative 10 times the quantity x minus 10 equals 0. Let us rewrite the equation, and then let us do distributive property. Getting rid of the parentheses, we'll have x minus 1 minus 2x plus 4 plus 3x minus 9 minus 4x plus 16 until minus 10x plus 100 equals 0. Notice that we have alternating signs in consecutive terms in x. We have x minus 2x plus 3x minus 4x until the last it's minus 10x. And then alternating signs also in perfect squares. We have negative 1, positive 4, negative 9, positive 16, positive 100. So if we collect similar terms, we have x minus 2x plus 3x minus 4x until minus 10x. And then on the other side, we'll have 1 minus 4 plus 9 minus 16 until minus 100. Getting the sum, we will have on the left side 25x minus 30x. On the right side, we will have 165 minus 220. Combining first the positive terms, the negative terms, and then the positive terms and the negative terms. Then we have negative 5x equals negative 55, so the final answer is 11. Number 10. A military camp has provisions for 60 days. If, after 15 days, 500 men strengthen them and the food lasts 40 days longer, how many men were in the camp originally? So this is an indirect variation. Let n be the original number of men in the military camp. So the number of men will be inversely proportional to the number of days for which the provision will last. So originally we have n number of men and then n plus 500 because 500 men strengthen them. Next, after 500 men strengthen the military, the provision lasted only for 40 days. And then we have 45 because out of 60 days, 15 days have already passed. So the remaining provisions will be good for the original number of men for only 45 days. Next, let us cross multiply this. We'll have 45 times n. On the other side, we'll have 40 times the quantity n plus 500. So we have 45n is equal to distributive property, 40 times n plus 40 times 500, that is 20,000. Subtract 40n from both sides, 5n is equal to 20,000. Therefore, n is equal to 4,000 by dividing both sides by 5. Question number 11. The average of two numbers is x plus y. If one number is x, find the other number. Let us use another variable to represent the other number. We use n. So the equation would be x plus n over 2, because that is the average, equals x plus y. Multiplying both sides by 2, we get x plus n is equal to 2x plus 2y. Subtract x from both sides, then we get n is equal to x plus 2y. Hence, the other number is x plus 2y. Number 12. In 6 years, Kate will be thrice as old as she was 10 years ago. How old was Kate 10 years ago? Let x be Kate's present age. So we will have some other representations here. X plus 6, Kate's age in 6 years. And x minus 10, Kate's age 10 years ago. The comparison was that Kate will be thrice as old as she was 10 years ago. So we have Kate's age in 6 years, x plus 6 equals 3 times the quantity x minus 10. distributive property, we have x plus 6 equals 3x minus 30. Add 30 to both sides and also subtract x. We get 30 plus 6 equals 3x minus x. So 36 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2, x equals 18. This is Kate's present age. We are asked how old was Kate 10 years ago. So we subtract 10. Kate is 8 years old 10 years ago. Number 13. Two consecutive angles of a quadrilateral are 98 degrees and 112 degrees. Find the obtuse angle between the bisectors of the other two angles. Let us have a figure to help us solve this problem. Let us have this quadrilateral with angles 98 degrees and 112 degrees. Problem said they are consecutive. Then let us draw the angle bisectors of the two remaining angles. Let us represent the angles as x and x because the angle is bisected. The other one, let us have y. So the obtuse angle between the two bisectors is what we're looking for. Let us have first the value for 2x plus 2y. 2x and 2y are the two remaining angles of the quadrilateral. This will be equivalent to 360 minus 112 plus 98. Because we know that in a quadrilateral, the sum of the interior angles is 360 degrees. So we get 360 minus 210, that is 112 plus 98. Then 2x plus 2y equals 150. X plus y dividing all terms by 2 is equal to 75. X and y are the two angles in a triangle formed by the bisectors of the remaining two angles of the quadrilateral. Hence, if we're going to get the obtuse angle between the bisectors, we will have to subtract 75 from 180, and that will be 105. The obtuse angle between the bisectors of the other two angles is 105 degrees. Number 14. If 16 workers can finish a job in 4 hours, how long should it take 10 workers to finish the same job? The number of workers is indirectly proportional to the time for the job to be finished. So we have m sub 1 over m sub 2 equals t sub 2 over t sub 1. We're looking for the time it should take 10 workers to finish the same job, so we're looking for t sub 2. If we derive the equation, that will be t sub 2 equals t sub 1 times m sub 1 over m sub 2. Substitute the values. We have t sub 1 4, m sub 1 16, m sub 2 10. That is 16 times 4 over 10. So we have 6.4 hours. Next, what is the least integer that satisfies the inequality 2/3 times the quantity 7 minus x is less than 15? Let us have the inequality. We can multiply both sides by 3 using multiplication property of inequality, and then distribute 2 on the left hand side. 14 minus 2x is less than 45. Subtract 14 from both sides, we have negative 2x is less than 31. Divide both sides by negative 2. The sense of the inequality will be reversed. We'll have x is greater than negative 31 over 2. Therefore, we're looking for an integer. The least integer that will satisfy the inequality is negative 15. Negative 31 over 2 is negative 15 and 1/2. Next, number 16, in the figure, what is theta so that the lines L and M are parallel? Let us name an angle that we will need, that is angle A on this part of the figure, and then we will have another. Let's name this angle to be angle B. Now, line L and line M will be parallel if theta and B are supplementary angles. That is the converse of the same side interior angles theorem. So let us start solving. We can solve for angle B if we know angle A. On the figure, we see that angle A together with 65 degrees are the remote interior angles when 112 degrees is an exterior angle of this triangle. So A will be equal to 112 degrees minus 65 degrees. And A is equal to 47 degrees. Now to solve for angle B, we'll have 180 minus the sum of angle A and 53 degree angle. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 47 plus 53. Then angle B is 80 degrees. Now we're looking for angle theta. So in the theorem, it says theta and B must be supplementary angles. Therefore, theta plus B is equal to 180 degrees. So, theta must be equal to 180 minus 80 degrees, and that is 100 degrees. Next, question number 17. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle. AE to EB is equal to 3 to 1. CF equals FD. AG equals GD. If the area of ABCD is 32 centimeters squared, what is the area of triangle EFG? That is the shaded portion in our figure. So if we look at this, we can get the area of the shaded portion if we subtract the area of the unshaded portions from the area of the rectangle, which is 32 square centimeters. Let us label the parts of the segments on the figure. Since AE to EB is equal to 3 to 1, let us have a scale factor x. So that will be 3x to x for AE to EB. And then CF is equal to FD. Also AG is equal to GD. Let us label them as Y. They are both Y's because they are equal. Now CF is equal to FD. Since the sum of these 3x and x is 4x, therefore CF is equal to FD. We can have 2x and 2x for CF and FD. So if we get the area of the rectangle this time, we will have 2x plus 2x, that is the length, so that will be 4x, times y plus y, that will be the width, so 2y equals 32. 4x times 2y equals 32. Then we have xy is equal to 4, dividing both sides of the equation by 8. The area of the shaded portion EFG will be equal to 32 minus the sum of the unshaded portions. Area of triangle AGE, trapezoid EBCF, and triangle GDF. Area of triangle AGE is equal to 3xy over 2, that is base times height, So 3x times y over 2. But xy is equal to 4. So that will be 3 times 4. 12 divided by 2. 6. Area of triangle AGE is equal to 6. Let us go to trapezoid EBCF. That will be 1/2 the sums of the parallel sides. So that will be x plus 2x multiplied by the height, that is y plus y, 2y. So we have 1/2 times 2y times 3x, and this will be 3xy. 2 cancels, and xy is equal to 4, so that will be 3 times 4. Area of trapezoid EBCF is equal to 12. Next, we have triangle GDF. That will be base times height, so 2x times y over 2. 2 cancels. xy is equal to 4, so area of triangle GDF is equal to 4. Therefore, area of triangle EFG is equal to 32 minus the quantity 6 plus 12 plus 4, and that is equal to 10 centimeters squared. Next, number 18. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle with DE perpendicular to AC. If AB equals 4 centimeters and BC equals 3 centimeters, how long is AE? ABC is a right triangle. Therefore, we can have the equation AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared. We have values for AB and BC, so AC squared is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared. Then AC squared equals 25 and AC equals 5. Now we have triangle AED similar to triangle ADC, because ADC is a right triangle and then the altitude to the hypotenuse is drawn. So we have similarities in the right triangles formed. That's AED similar to triangle ADC. From this similarity, we can form the proportion AE over AD equals AD over AC. Then we have AE is equal to AD squared over AC. Substitute the values. AD is equal to BC because these are opposite sides of a rectangle. So AD is equal to 3 and AC is equal to 5 as we have solved. So AE is equal to 9 over 5, that is 1.8 centimeters. Number 19. Last week, Mark computed the average height of his tomato seedlings and it was 2.2 centimeters. This week, each seedling grew 1 centimeter more. What is the new average height of his seedlings? For this problem, the sum of the heights of his tomato seedlings will increase by as many as the seedlings. So the average will also increase by 1 centimeter. So the answer is 3.2 centimeters. Number 20. A linear function f satisfies f of 0 is equal to negative 1 and f of 1 is equal to negative 4. If f of x is equal to m times the quantity x minus 2 plus b, what is b? Let us substitute the values. If f of 0 is equal to negative 1, then f of x is negative 1 when x is equal to 0. So we have negative 1 is equal to m times the quantity 0 minus 2 plus b. From this equation, we have negative 1, 0 minus 2 is negative 2 times m, negative 2m plus b. Let us rewrite the equation. We'll have 2m is equal to b plus 1. Let us call this as equation 1. And then on the other value, f of 1 is equal to negative 4. So that means f of x is negative 4 when x equals 1. Then we have negative 4 is equal to m times the quantity 1 minus 2 plus b. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So we have negative 4 equals negative m plus b. Let us rewrite m equals 4 plus b. Let us have this as equation 2. To solve for b, we solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. Then we'll have 2 times the quantity 4 plus b equals b plus 1. Substituting the value of m, 4 plus b, to m in equation 1. Distributive property, we have 8 plus 2b equals b plus 1. Then we have 2b minus b equals 1 minus 8. b is equal to negative 7. 21. In tossing 3 fair coins, what is the probability of getting at least 2 heads? Let x be the number of heads in tossing 3 fair coins. So let us have the probability distribution table for this. We have p of x, the corresponding probability for the values of x. In tossing 3 fair coins, the number of heads could be 0, 1, 2, or 3. The probability of getting 0 head is 1/8. Getting 1 head is 3/8. Getting 2 heads is 3/8. And getting 3 heads is 1/8. Therefore, the probability that the number of heads is at least 2 is equal to the probability that the number of heads is equal to 3 plus the probability that the number of heads is equal to 2. Then that will be 1/8 plus 3/8, 4/8. The answer is 1/2. Next, what is p of x if 2x plus 1 times p of x plus 3x minus 1 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Let us multiply the product of two binomials on the left hand side, that is 6x squared plus x minus 1. And then combine similar terms. We'll have 2x plus 1 times p of x equal to negative 4x squared, that is 2x squared minus 6x squared, plus 4x, that is 5x minus x, plus 3, that is 2 plus 1. So to get p of x, we divide both sides by 2x plus 1. However, let us factor first the right hand side of the equation, that is negative 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 1. So p of x is equal to negative 2x plus 3 or 3 minus 2x. 23. Factor completely. 26a squared b squared minus 12a cubed b minus 12ab cubed. We have a common monomial factor, that is negative 2ab. So we have negative 2ab times the quantity negative 13ab plus 6a squared plus 6b squared. We're writing the values inside the parentheses. We have 6a squared minus 13ab plus 6b squared, and this can be factored into negative 2ab times the quantity 3a minus 2b times the quantity 2a minus 3b. And that is our answer. 24. If 3x minus 2 over 1 plus 2 over x is equal to p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are polynomials, what is p of x plus q of x? Let us copy the equation and then simplify the complex fraction on the second term. We have 3x minus 2 over x plus 2 over x. Still simplify the second term. We have 3x minus 2x over x plus 2. and then rewrite the left hand side as a single fraction. We have 3x squared plus 6x minus 2x over x plus 2. So p of x plus q of x is 3x squared plus 6x minus 2x plus the denominator q of x, x plus 2. The answer will be 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. Number 25. In the sequence 7, 6, 3, 9, 2, and so on, each term after the second is equal to the units digit of the sum of the two preceding terms. What is the 2018th term? If we continue the sequence, we might get a pattern. So that is 9 plus 2 is 11. Last digit is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 7 is 11. Last digit is 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. 8 plus 9 is 17. Last digit is 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. Last digit is 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. Last digit is 3. Notice that a pattern has already been found. It repeats after every 12th term. Hence, we divide 2018 by 12 and get the remainder. That is 168 remainder 2. Therefore, the second term is 6. So the 2018 term is 6. Number 26. The vertices of a triangle have coordinates negative 2, 3, 1, negative 2, and 6, 2. Is the triangle equilateral, isosceles, or scaling? To answer the question, we need to get the distances between the vertices so that we'll have the lengths of the sides of the triangle. Then we can decide whether it is equilateral, isosceles, or scaling. So we need to get the distance between negative 2, 3 and 1, negative 2. That is equal to square root of 34. Using the distance formula between any 2 points on the rectangular coordinate system. Distance between negative 2, 3 and 6, 2, that is square root of 65. Distance between 1, negative 2 and 6, 2 is square root of 41. The lengths of the triangle are different, therefore the triangle is scalene. Number 27. The point h negative 6 is equidistant to both points 2, 2 and 7, negative 1. What is h? So again, we'll need to utilize the distance between 2 points formula, and we get the distance of h negative 6 to 2, 2, also to 7, negative 1, and then equate. Square both sides, we'll have 2 minus h squared plus the quantity 2 plus 6 squared equals 7 minus h squared plus the quantity negative 1 plus 6 squared. 2 minus h squared is 4 minus 4h plus h squared. 2 plus 6 squared is 64. 7 minus h squared is 49 minus 14h plus h squared. Negative 1 plus 6 squared is 25. Then we can simplify. Cancel h squared. Add 14h to both sides. So we have 14h minus 4h equals 49. Subtract 64. So we have minus 64 minus 4 plus 25. 14h minus 4h is 10h. And then on the right hand side, it's equal to 6. Divide both sides by 10. H is equal to 6 over 10. Simplify as 3/5. Next, number 28. The lines 3y equals 2x plus 12 and 3x plus y plus 7 equals 0 intersect at hk. What is h plus 4k? So we need to solve the two lines simultaneously. We have the system 3y is equal to 2x plus 12 and 3x plus y plus 7 equals 0. From the second equation, we get an equation for y in terms of x, that is y equals negative 3x minus 7. Substitute this value of y to the first equation, that is 3 times the quantity negative 3x minus 7 equals 2x plus 12. So by distributive property, we have negative 9x minus 21 equals 2x plus 12. Add negative 2x to both sides. Also add 21 to both sides. So we have negative 11x equals 33. X equals negative 3. We solve for y. Y equals negative 3 times negative 3 minus 7. And y equals 2. So if the two lines intersect at hk, h is negative 3 and k is 2. Therefore, h plus 4k is negative 3 plus 4 times 2. And that is 5. 29. For what values of x is the inequality 2x squared is less than 7x true? Subtract 7x from both sides. We have 2x squared minus 7x is less than 0. X is a common monomial factor. So we have x times the quantity 2x minus 7. Therefore, x must be greater than 0 but less than 7/2. 30. If L raised to 11/4 is 50% larger than L raised to 5/2, what is 50% of L? Let us solve for the value of L. If L raised to 11/4 is 50% larger than L raised to 5/2, then L raised to 11/4 is equal to 1.5 times L raised to 5/2. Divide both sides by L raised to 5/2 and convert 1.5 to fraction. We'll have 3/2 on the right side. Law of exponent. Copy the base L, subtract the exponents 11/4 minus 5/2. Then that is L raised to 1/4 equals 3/2. Raise both sides to the 4th power. We'll have L is equal to 81/16. And we're looking for 50% of L, so we multiply this by 1/2. The answer is 81/32. Next, find all values of x such that the absolute value of x minus 2 equals 2 minus x. We have two cases for this one. That is x minus 2 equals 2 minus x. And x minus 2 equals the negative of 2 minus x. So let us solve case 1. We have 2x equals 4. Therefore, x equals 2. On the other case, we observe that all values of x will satisfy the equation. Hence, the answer is all x such that x is less than or equal to 2. Any value greater than 2 will make this statement false because it will make the right hand side a negative. Next, number 32. Find the area of the closed region determined by the lines x plus y equals 7, 2y equals 5x, and 2x equals 5y. To get the area of the region, we identify it as the region enclosed by the three lines, and it is a triangle. So we solve the system and get the points of intersections between the three lines. So we have the system 2y equals 5x and 2x equals 5y. These two lines intersect at the origin. So solving simultaneously, 2y equals 5x and x plus y equals 7. These two lines intersect at 2, 5. And then we have x plus y equals 7 and the line 2x equals 5y. These two lines intersect at point 5, 2. Now we have the vertices of the triangle formed by the three lines. To find the area, we use 1/2 of the absolute value of the determinants using the vertices. That is 1/2 the absolute value of the determinants x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, x sub 3, y sub 3, back to x sub 1, y sub 1. So the area is 1/2 times the quantity, getting the product diagonal down minus the sum of the products diagonally up. So that will be 0 times 5 plus 2 times 2 plus 5 times 0 minus the quantity 2 times 0 plus 5 times 5 plus 0 times 2. So we have 1/2 of the absolute value of negative 21. Therefore, the area is 10.5 square units. Next, number 33. If 6 raised to p equals 2, 6 raised to q equals 5, 6 raised to r equals 15, write r in terms of p and q. We multiply the three equations term-wise. We'll have 6 raised to p times 6 raised to q times 6 raised to r equals 2 times 5 times 15. So we'll have 6 raised to p plus q plus r equals 150. But in this case, we cannot express 150 as an exponential expression to the base 6. So we'll use another strategy. Let us have 6 raised to p times 6 raised to r over 6 raised to q, and do the same thing term-wise to the right sides of the equations respectively. That will be 2 times 15 over 5. So we'll have 6 raised to p plus r minus q equals 2 times 15, 30 divided by 5, that is 6. This time we can equate the exponents as p plus r minus q equals 1. Then we have r is equal to 1 plus q minus p. Number 34, a box contains 6 red balls and 4 blue balls. Drawing 3 balls from the box randomly, what is the probability that exactly 2 of the balls are red? Let E be the event that exactly 2 of the balls are red. So the probability of the event is 6 choose 2 times 4 choose 1 over 10 choose 3. 6 choose 2 because from the 6 red balls, the balls must have exactly 2 red balls. 6 choose 2 is 15, 4 choose 1 is 4, and 10 choose 3 is 120. So we have 15 times 4 over 120. The probability is 1/2. Number 35. The vertex of a parabola is at negative 3, 2. If the parabola passes through the point negative 4, 4, what are the coordinates of the y-intercept? Let us use the vertex form of the equation of the parabola. That is, y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Then let us substitute the vertex negative 3, 2 to hk respectively, and the point on the parabola negative 4, 4 to xy respectively. So we'll get the value for a. 4 is equal to a times the quantity negative 4 minus negative 3 squared plus 2. Then we have 4 minus 2 is 2. And negative 4 minus negative 3 is negative 1. So we have a is equal to 2. Now we can substitute 0 to x because we're looking for the y-intercept, the value of a, which is 2, and also the value of hk, which are negative 3 and 2, to get the value for y. Y is equal to 2 times 9 plus 2, and y is equal to 20. Therefore, the coordinates of the y-intercept 0, 20, 36. Let a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3 be an arithmetic sequence. If a sub 4 is equal to negative 6 and a sub 20 is equal to 12, what is a sub 25, or the 25th term? We use the formula for the terms in arithmetic sequence. For a sub 4, we have negative 6. That should be equal to a sub 1 plus 4 minus 1, that is n minus 1, 3 times the common difference d. So negative 6 is equal to a sub 1 plus 3d. For a sub 20, we have 12 is equal to a sub 1 plus 19d. And then solve these two equations simultaneously for a sub 1 and d so that we can get the 25th term. Subtracting, we have negative 6 minus 12, negative 18. A sub 1 minus a sub 1, 0. 3d minus 19d is negative 16d. Therefore, d is equal to negative 18 over negative 16, simplified as 9/8. Let us solve for a sub 1 using the first equation. Negative 6 is equal to a sub 1 plus 3d. So that is 3 times 9/8. A sub 1 is equal to negative 6 minus 27/8. That is 3 times 9 over 8. So a sub 1 is equal to negative 75 over 8. 8 times negative 6 is negative 48 minus 27, negative 75 over 8. Then a sub 25 is equal to a sub 1 plus 25 minus 1 times d equals negative 75 over 8 plus 24 times 9 over 8. So a sub 25 is negative 75 over 8 plus 27. Write as a single fraction. Negative 75 plus 8 times 27, 216 over 8. Then a sub 25 is 141 over 8. Next question, number 37. If a polynomial is divided by 2x plus 5, the remainder is 12. What is the remainder when the same polynomial is divided by 4x plus 10? When the divisor is 2x plus 5, using synthetic division, we will have negative 5 halves as the synthetic divisor. Also, when we divide the same polynomial by 4x plus 10 using synthetic division, the divisor negative 10 over 4 simplifies to negative 5 halves. Hence, the remainder will be the same. That is 12. 38. The sum of the roots of 4x squared equals 8x minus d is twice their difference. Find the value of d. Let us write the quadratic equation in its general form. So we have 4x squared minus 8x plus d equals 0. Let a and b be the roots of the quadratic equation. So from the general form, we have the sum of the roots as negative of b over a. Negative of b, that will be negative of negative 8 over a, which is 4, that is 2. So the sum of the roots is equal to 2. The product of the roots will be d over 4. So we have d is equal to 4ab. In the problem, it says the sum of the roots is twice their difference. So we have a plus b equals 2 times the quantity a minus b. Then we have a plus b is equal to 2. So we have 2 is equal to 2 times the quantity a minus b. And a minus b is equal to 1. If we square a plus b equals 2, we'll have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals 4. If we square both sides of a minus b equals 1, we'll have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals 1. We subtract these two equations term-wise, we'll have 4ab equals 3. And 4ab is equal to d. Therefore, d is equal to 3. 39. Factor completely. A cubed c plus 8ab cubed minus 8b cubed c minus a raised to the 4th power. Let us regroup. A cubed c minus a to the 4th power plus 8ab cubed minus 8b cubed c. Then we can factor by grouping. We'll have a cubed times the quantity c minus a plus 8b cubed times the quantity a minus c. The second term can be rewritten as negative 8b cubed times the quantity c minus a. So c minus a is a common factor. So we have c minus a times the quantity a cubed minus 8b cubed. Difference of two cubes can be factored. So we have c minus a times the quantity a minus 2b times the quantity a squared plus 2ab plus 4b squared. And that is our answer. Number 40. By joining the midpoints of a triangle, a small triangle is constructed. If the area of the larger triangle is 18 squared centimeters, what is the area of the smaller triangle? In here, we can use the extreme case scenario. Let us have an equilateral triangle ABC. So we can draw the mid segments. Let us call that segment DE and segment EF, also segment DF. This is drawn by connecting the midpoints of the sides of the equilateral triangle. Hence, the equilateral triangle is divided into 4 equal triangles. So the area of that triangle formed will be 1/4 of the area of the larger triangle. That is 4.5 square centimeters. A circle of radius 10 centimeters circumscribe a triangle having an area of 96 square centimeters. If one side of the triangle is 20 centimeters, how long is its shortest side? If the radius of the circle is 10 and the largest side of the triangle is 20 centimeters, then the largest side of the triangle is the diameter of the circle, that's 20. Let us name the two legs of that right triangle as A and B. When a triangle is inscribed in a semicircle, that is a right triangle. So the area of this triangle is AB over 2 equals 96. Then we have AB equals 192. Also, we can have the equation, because this is a right triangle, a squared plus b squared equals 400. We add 2ab to both sides of this equation. We have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, a perfect square trinomial, equals 400 plus 384. 784, a perfect square. So we have a plus b equals 28, getting the square roots of both sides. If we subtract 2ab from both sides of a squared plus b squared equals 400, we'll get a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals 400 minus 384, 16. The left-hand side and right-hand side of this equation are perfect squares. So we get a minus b equals 4. Let us solve a minus b equals 4 and a plus b equals 28 simultaneously. Then we have negative b minus b, so that will be negative 2b. 4 minus 28, negative 24. b is equal to 12. So the shortest side of the triangle is 12 centimeters. 42. Let S of AB denote the sum of integers from A to B. Find S of 100, 500. We use the sum of consecutive integers, that is n over 2 times the quantity first term plus last term. So we have 401 number of terms over 2 times 100 the first term plus 500 the last term. So that is 401 over 2 times 600. Then we have 401 times 300. Final answer is 120,300. 43. An isosceles trapezoid is circumscribed about a circle. If the parallel sides are 18 centimeters and 6 centimeters, what is the radius of the circle? Let us have the figure for this problem. So we have an isosceles trapezoid circumscribed about a circle. That means the sides of the trapezoid are tangent to the circle. So if the parallel sides are 18 and 6, then the radius of that circle is tangent to the 18 centimeter side at its midpoint, also tangent to the 6 centimeter side at its midpoint. The base angles of the trapezoid are formed by segments tangent to the circle. Then these tangent segments are equal. So we have 9 and 9 on the lower base angle of the trapezoid, 3 and 3 on the other angle of the trapezoid. By drawing the bisector of the angles of the trapezoid and also a leg of the trapezoid, we have a right triangle. Hence, we have similar right triangles. Then we have the proportion 3 over r equals r over 9. So r squared is equal to 27. R is equal to 3 square root of 3 centimeters. 44. The product of the third, 9th, and 15th terms of a geometric sequence is 3,375. Find the 9th term. Let a sub 3 be a sub 1 times r squared, the third term. A sub 9 equals a sub 1 times r raised to 8 be the 9th term. And a sub 15 equals a sub 1 times r raised to 14 be the 15th term. We get the product as equal to 3,375. So we have a sub 1 cube times r raised to 24, that is 2 plus 8 plus 14, equal to 3,375. 3,375 can be factored as 3 cubed times 5 cubed. Then we have two cases. One is that a sub 1 is equal to 3 and r is equal to 5 raised to 1/8. Hence, a sub 9 is equal to 3 times 5 raised to 1/8 raised to 8, and that is equal to 15. On the other case, a sub 1 is equal to 5 and r is equal to 3 raised to 1/8. So we have a sub 9 is equal to 5 times 3 raised to 1/8 raised to 8. Still, a sub 9 is 15. So the answer is 15. Number 45. Chord AB is bisected at M by chord CD. If CM equals 8 centimeters and MD equals 18 centimeters, how long is AB? Let's draw the figure. So we have two chords intersecting at the interior of the circle, where CM is equal to 8, MD is equal to 18, AM is equal to BM, since AB is bisected. So we have AM times MB equals CM times MD. AM is equal to MB, therefore AM squared is equal to 8 times 18, 144. Therefore AM is equal to 12, and since AB is equal to AM plus MB, therefore AB is equal to 24 centimeters. 46. If 8x cubed plus 2x squared minus 61x plus 15 is equal to 2x plus a times x plus b times 4x plus c, what is 2a squared bc plus 4ab squared c plus abc squared? Let us multiply the right-hand side of the given equation. So we have 2x plus a times x plus b, 2x squared plus ax plus 2bx plus ab. Multiply by 4x plus c, we have 8x cubed plus 2cx squared plus 4ax squared plus acx plus 8bx squared plus 2bcx plus 4abx plus abc. We get the coefficients of x squared and x, also the constant term in the right hand side. So we have 8x cubed plus the quantity 2c plus 4a plus 8b x squared plus ac plus 2bc plus 4ab x plus abc, the constant term. So we can equate the coefficients of x squared and x, also the constant term, to the left hand side of the equation. So we have 2c plus 4a plus 8b equals to the coefficients of x squared. Simplify as c plus 2a plus 4b equals 1. Let us call this our equation 1. Also, we have ac plus 2bc plus 4ab equals negative 61. The coefficients of x, let us call this our equation 2. ABC is equal to 15, the constant terms. Let us call this our equation 3. Notice that if we multiply equation 1 and equation 3 term-wise, we will get ABC times the quantity c plus 2a plus 4b equals 15 times 1. So we have ABC squared plus 2a squared bc plus 4ab squared c is equal to 15. And this is our required value, 15. Number 47. The sides of a triangle are 6, 10, and 12 centimeters long. If theta is the smallest angle, what is sine theta? In here, we need two concepts on the area of the triangle. If we are given the three sides of the triangle, we can use the Heron's area formula. And also, if we are to solve for the area of the triangle and we are given two sides and an included angle, we can use another formula for the area of the triangle. That's 1/2 AB times sine theta. So let us equate the two areas since we're treating the same triangle. That will be the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c That's the Heron's area formula for triangle, where S is the semi-perimeter of the triangle, equals 1/2 AB sine theta, where AB are the two sides of the triangle and theta is the included angle. S is the semi-perimeter, so we can get S as 6 plus 10 plus 12 over 2, that is 14. So let us substitute the values. We have S 14. 14 minus 10 is 4. 14 minus 12 is 2. 14 minus 6 is 8. So that's square root of 14 times 4 times 2 times 8 equals 1/2 AB 10 times 12 sine theta. 4 times 2 is 8, so we have 8 squared. Square root of that is 8. 8 is square root of 14 on the left hand side of the equation. 1/2 of 10 is 5 times 12, 60. 60 sine theta on the right hand side of the equation. Divide both sides by 60. We have sine theta is equal to 8 square root of 14 over 60. Simplified as 2 square root of 14 over 15. 48. Let P be a point inside the rectangle ABCD. If PD equals 12, PC equals 7, and PA equals 10, find PB. So let us have the figure for the problem. We have rectangle ABCD. P is in the interior of the rectangle, and PA is 10. PD is 12, PC is 7. We're looking for the length of segment PB. We can use the British flag theorem, which states that if a point is interior to a rectangle, the distances from the point to the vertices of the rectangle can be related by the formula PA squared plus PC squared equals PD squared plus PB squared. Then we can simply substitute the values. We have 10 squared plus 7 squared equals 12 squared plus PB squared. 100 plus 49 minus 144 equals PB squared. So we have PB squared is equal to 5, therefore PB is square root of 5 units. Number 49. Simplify. 1 over 2 factorial plus 2 over 3 factorial plus 3 over 4 factorial until 2018 over 2019 factorial. We can rewrite this expression as 1 over 2 factorial is 1/2. So we can rewrite that as 1 minus 1/2. 2 over 3 factorial is 2 over 6. That is 1/3. So we can rewrite that as 1/2 minus 1/6. And then 3 over 4 factorial is 1/8. So we can rewrite that as 1 over 6 minus 1 over 24. And so on until the last term. Then we can cancel some terms, leaving 1 minus 1 over 2019 factorial. Then write this as a single fraction. We have 2019 factorial minus 1 over 2019 factorial. For number 50, the copy that I got is not complete, so we don't have a solution to number 50. That is all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more math contest drills for Filipino kids videos.